Guys, it is time for us to begin, and first and foremost, I want to apologize for a little bit of the wait. When it comes to these kinds of big events, technology doesn't like to work to my best advantage, and so I hope you can bear with me. But today's a great day, and I am so excited for what we have going on. So let me. Oh, I'm standing at my desk. Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, everything's breaking. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. I recently updated my thingy of like. Oh, hold on. My OBS stuff, and like things just kind of don't want to work. So yeah, give it a moment. I'm fixing it. It's not connected to Twitch. Give it a moment. And there's a privacy error. Why is there a privacy error? Everything is dying. It says success, I can close the window, but it doesn't want to. This is just great. I love it. But you guys, thank you for being so patient. I might have to just open this in Google Chrome real quick. But it's been a little bit since we've streamed. All right, that's cool. It's been a little bit since we've streamed. So I'm just gonna close that. I'm trying to get the Twitch throwing system to work. And there's just a lot going on. So many moving parts, so many moving things. I'm in my final year of college, of university, and because of that, I've been so incredibly busy that I've been trying to run around and do a bunch of stuff. So with managing all of this, it has been nothing short of it's been a wild ride, to say the least. And I'm certainly not like rambling just to kind of pad the time while I fix my Twitch throwing system. Work. It's like that. Cool. It just doesn't want to connect. All y'all are trying to throw Dr. Peppers, and I really can't. It can't. Here, I'll undeafen myself. So now you can hear the wonderful party peeps. While I oh my word, they're all so big.
Oh my god, I'm so glad. Oh wow, hi.
There we go. Tis a scam. No. Wait. No. This is what
I'm so different from everybody else. I feel weird
it's
now.
okay.
I'm out of place.
You're fine.
I'm so out of place.
You're fine. Tara had to use the restroom. He'll be back.
My Twitch throwing system just does not want to connect.
It's okay. It happens.
I mean, I can just throw stuff at you, behind the screen.
Tara will be back momentarily.
Yes, very much so. So, a little bit of context, a little bit of background. For those who are new and don't know me, hello, my name is Val. I am your friendly neighborhood host of VTuber Talk Show, The VOD. And I do a plethora of other voiceover-related activities and stuff like that. And this is something I do fairly often. I do what's called a voiceover showdown, and it's a little event where I like to give my community or give whoever the opportunity to compete, to get voiceover experience. And last time I did this, like in this kind of capacity, was about a year ago. And this is something I want to return to and get back to. And there's been a lot of like snags with this specific one because of my busy schedule, I did not do my due diligence, and I should have made this for the next week instead of this week because I had my finals and I had like
Fine.
I'm just updating them on my life because I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. That's the big thing. I just had.
A good time.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No.
It's fine.
I know it's fine. No. I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. So just kind of updating everyone on where I've been, because I debuted a short film at a film festival. I debuted 2 short films at a film festival, and alright, everyone in chat says it's fine. I'm gonna stop rambling. Basically, guys, welcome to this stream where we're going to hear a bunch of VTuber voiceover artists, voice actors, and we have 3 wonderful judges with us today, so graciously donating their time to where we get to review and judge and see who will win the top spot to earn a brand new microphone and audio interface. Now, when I sent this out about a month ago, we had gotten all the scripts together, we had planned it, and we had applications for about a week and a half, and the decision process was very tough. I had about at least 30 different applicants, which is pretty good for an event like this, and I'm so excited. I was so happy, and the decision process was very tough because some of the people I knew, so I had to like kind of choose as unbiasedly as possible of just kind of circling and just drawing straws, so everybody was kind of like selected equally. And then I reached out to them, and my music seems very loud. I had to reach out and get all that taken care of, and so we then got these recordings back, and I've been mixing and editing them, and because of the time constraint, I learned that we'd be here for a little bit longer than we anticipated, so some things had to kind of be adjusted and cut, and I'm going to turn that into a separate stream soon in the future. So for now, this is how today's going to be. The show will be 3 different rounds. We will listen to 4 individuals for the first round for our first script who were not selected. Because those who are selected, we will listen to their scripts on the second round, if that makes sense. So for those who were not selected, we're going to listen to theirs on stream, and we're going to give them feedback and kind of give the thoughts and advice on that. And then for the second round, that's where we're going to listen to all 4, give our judgment. Well, not me, I'm not a judge. Give our thoughts, our feelings, and we're going to see who goes on to the final round, which at that point, I will then move to a different VC. You guys will still hear all the judges. I'm going to do a little bit of some live dubbing, and we're going to do it in about 15 minutes per person. That's a very quick thing, but sometimes, and I'm sure Jubilee and Tara can attest to this, sometimes you're just kind of called in last minute, say, hey, can you dub this? We kind of got like 30 minutes. And we're like, oh.
Know that all too well.
Like, there have been times where I've been asked to come in to like re-record a title card where it's like for like a speech or something. It was like this speech was delivered by this person on this day, and their speech is entitled this, and we're like, I had to come in and re-record the entire thing because they forgot to include a single word in their title. And they're like, hey, they had just recorded this speech and we need to post it in about 20 minutes. Can you get over here and record in 5? I'm like, what? It's like, all right.
Like, I had things I was going to do, but I guess not.
I suppose I meant
those things are now this thing. Please do this thing.
Please do this one thing. Thank you.
To quote one of my buddies, that makes a long day become a longer day. Ah, thank you, Vega. So, what we shall do is kind of move a little bit straight into this, because in the background, I'm kind of doing a bunch of mixing still need to be, like, prepped And when I say prepped, I mean it's just we have to wait until we have the live dubbing session going. So, but you guys don't have to worry about that. First things first, you guys will get to see my wonderful, wonderful Pro Tool session. I'd love to show my judges here, but Discord doesn't like it when you share your screen and stream at the same time.
It's true.
So, yeah. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, Pro Tools is a video. It's an audio editing software, a digital audio workstation, workspace, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of people most commonly know these things by something like Audacity, Adobe Audition, Reaper, stuff like that. And so I need to move my shelf a little bit down. And so that's what these are. Oh, there I go. Now, it's a very funny program, to say the least. It's a very funny.
Very fickle.
It's
Funny as in you're losing your mind, funny.
Funny as in, no.
funny as in this is not fun. Because there will be times when I'm trying to mix, I'm trying to do stuff, and if you just go slightly ahead of where the playback bar is, it then craps the bed and bricks the entire program. It's one of the only times it does that, and it makes no sense to me. Now, mind you.
Also, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that I was seeing somebody in chat going, should the judges introduce themselves?
The judges should introduce themselves. Sorry, guys. You guys.
I
know
was
who
waiting
these
for
No,
that.
keep us shrouded in mystery.
You guys know who the judges are. They're fantastic. They're well known. They've been here before. No, please give us from left to right, which will be Jubilee, Foe, and then Tara. We'd love to make sure the audio is being recorded for the VOD. You got me scared.
So yeah, sure. Sandwich me in between the big heavy hitters, why don't you?
That's exactly why.
You're fine, Bo.
I'm the odd one out, clearly.
You are not the odd one out. Oh my goodness, you are just as wonderful. Shush.
Exactly.
Shush.
Oh, stop.
You are here for a reason.
Yes.
But yeah, introductions.
Introductions. Hi, my name is Jubilee. I am also known as Jubilee the Baking Fairy. I am also a voice actor in real life. You might have heard me in My Hero Academia as Ochako's mom, or in Recovery of an MMO Junkie as Lilac, as well as a few other anime titles. So yeah, on to you, Foe.
Okay. Hi, I'm Phoenicia, otherwise known as Foe. I am primarily in Illustrator. I am not a voice actor, though I do dabble a tiny bit. But yeah, primarily an artist, but I am also a fantasy author, and I am also a perpetual TTRPG GM. And I am also the head writer for the VODs, so I wrote 2 of the scripts that you guys are going to be listening to today. So I'm a little nervous and anxious, and I hope you guys enjoy regardless.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
And hello, everybody. My name is Tara, but you can also call me Terrible, the terrible VTuber. You can see on my channel there. I've been voice acting for roughly 15 years now. I've voiced in anime, video games, instructional videos, things like that. Most notably, you can hear me to this day on the Afmao channel on YouTube as the voice of Zane Romave and Dante and various others on there. And I am very excited to see what we've got here in store today.
Hell yeah. And my name's Val. I got such heavy hitters here. I'm over here like, hell yeah, I do the audio. Thank you, Vega, for that fart in there. And my name is Val. I call myself a voice actor. I do more I don't do much animation. Professionally I do commercial VA work, so I do like commercials, radio ads, TV, stuff like that. But primarily I'm an audio engineer. So and I've been doing that for the past 4 or 5 years. And yeah, soon, hopefully we can do the animes or more video games. I've done one indie game and I've loved it. It's just so much fun. But for now, we're making stuff for you guys. I gotta take a sippy sip of my water. So before we begin, does anybody have any questions, any thoughts, any feelings they want to say before we kind of roll into this?
I'm excited to hear people.
I am also excited to hear people.
Yes, best of luck to everybody that submitted here. We're going to be seeing what we've got in store, and this should be fun.
Yeah, same. I like as the person who wrote 2 of these scripts, I am always very, very excited to listen to people perform them because it's not very often that you get to see or even hear your own writing brought to life. And you know what? Thank you very much. You have made me extremely, extremely happy, and I thank you.
Hell yeah.
And
that's
now we get to see who has the pipes to procure the peripherals.
exactly. Now, the 2 things I want to mention right before we play this is just a reminder for this first round, because we have 3 scripts. We have a D&D script, which is supposed to be a nice little fun thing you just kind of just full send and just do. Then we have a sort of dramatic duo scene, and then for our last one we have one that I have nobody except my foe and myself know of. So maybe I sent it to Jubilee. I think maybe I sent it. No, I sent it to Jubilee, and I think I also sent it to Tara.
You did send it to me. I know what it is.
Yeah, okay, you guys know what it is, but you guys haven't heard anything because we haven't recorded any of that. So for this first one, we're just gonna listen to the 4 people that did not make it to save on time, because since you guys are so great and the way how these are spaced out, 4 minutes times 8. That's 30. That's 32 minutes. That's 32 minutes. That's not including all our banter. So what I'll be doing is, with some of those individuals, and then also for the people who submitted lines that I gave to just review and get feedback on, that will be for another stream that we will have in the future, because it takes a lot of guts to record and submit in front of just anybody. So. And they will all be credited. All the people who took part in this, who submitted, will all be credited, because again, this takes a lot of guts and a lot of just courage to do. Voiceover is a lot more difficult than people think it is.
Yeah.
So,
Here.
So
yeah, if you had the guts to put your voice out there, like you deserve accreditation just for that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's really hard to do.
Mm-hmm. I had a conversation with someone recently where I said voiceover is not just standing in front of a microphone and speaking. It's 9 times out of 10, those who do voiceover are acting as though they're on stage or on camera. They just happen to not be on stage or camera. That's how they act. That's what voiceover is. So it's a very fun art form. So without further ado, our first individual who did not make the cut, but still delivered a very fun performance and reached out to me and asked for some advice and some help, is the wonderful Ari Rial. And let me say, they are a wonderful. Let me give them a shout out real quick. They are awesome because again, I've streamed with them. I've streamed with them once, and they also just. They're one of the few people that came to me and asked for help. And that gives me immediately something to remember for the future, that I want to throw them into more things and see what they can do, because it's immediately asking for help is something I wish more people do for all of my projects. So, secret NDA stuff. I see. So, without further ado, let's listen to it. And so you might recognize some of these voices. For instance, our wonderful DM here, the voice was supplied by Tara. For player 2, that was our wonderful.
Oh, good.
For player 2, that was Jubilee. I did one of I think 2 lines, and then player 3 was done by the witherful Ackle Trifecta, and the last individual, player 4, is the wonderful Color Brews. So our participant is player 1 here. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up, and we're just going to kind of listen to this. So, ladies and gentlemen, round 1 of the VTuber voiceover showdown.
The door to the tavern swings open, revealing the warm, dimly lit interior within. The place is lively and bustling with patrons, and the smell of food and alcohol fills the air along with the sound of drunken singing. But you're not here to have fun. You're here on a mission. You're here to meet a contact to get some information on the Mage King's legendary treasure.
Split up and stay sharp. We don't know what may be waiting for us here.
I step into the tavern and sweep my gaze around the room to try and find our information dealer.
All right, roll me a perception check.
That's a 17.
It takes you a minute or so before you notice a shifty-looking man sitting at a table alone in the corner. He matches the description you were given earlier.
I slide into the seat across from him and stare him down.
Greetings, stranger. Word on the street is that you're the one to talk to when it comes to information.
The man stares right back, his gaze intense. Oh yeah? That's so. That depends on what you're looking for and how much you're willing to pay.
Can I intimidate him?
Sorry?
I want to use intimidate on him.
Sure, you can try.
Not again. You always do this.
What? I'm just trying to get information out of the guy.
We didn't even start talking to him yet, and you're intimidating him already? What are we going to do if you scare him off?
If it works, we don't gotta waste a lot of time buttering him up.
Anyway, roll for intimidation. 19. Okay. You muscle your way into another seat opposite the man, making yourself look as big as possible. What do you do to intimidate him?
Now listen here, buddy. We're not playing games here. You're gonna give us the information we want. If you don't, we'll have to resort to some aggressive means.
Your intimidation works, and the man shrinks back. But suddenly, two thuggish-looking guys come over to your table and glare down at you. They glance over to the man and ask, "These guys bothering ya?"
Can I intimidate them?
Oh, come on!
Again? Okay, roll for it. You shoot them a glare, and the goons back off. They know who the top dog is around here, and it's definitely you.
Now then, where were we? Right. You had some information for us, didn't you?
Just as you are about to get down to business, a giant carnivorous plant drops down from the ceiling, snapping at you and trying to gobble you up. Roll initiative.
Wait! Can I roll to intimidate it?
No way! There's no way that's going to work 3 times in a row!
You also need to share a language in order to do that, which I don't think you do.
Actually, I have speak with plants, so I do.
What?
Yes! Nat 20!
Oh my god.
Okay. What do you do to intimidate the plant?
I pull out my daggers, and I make a "you're dead" motion across my throat. And then I yell at it in its language. Don't even think about it, or else I'll cut you down like a weed.
The plant seems to get the message and recedes back to where it came from. If it could whimper, that's what it'd be doing right now. I can't believe that worked. I had a whole encounter prepared and you skipped it! I was prepping it all week!
Our group seems to be really good at that, huh?
Since we skipped that encounter, do we level up?
No!
All things considered. All things considered. Like, this is a reasonable, justifiable crash out going on.
It really is, though. Honestly, at the end of the day, that is 1000% what a crash out sounds like.
Oh yeah,
For
that's what I
D&D.
was going for.
Well, like as soon as I heard it, yo, it's Shoyo, one of our wonderful contestants. I want to say that the moment I heard not only Ackle but also Tara here, I immediately I asked Ackle this, but I was going to ask every time. I mean, Tara, either or. Ask Tara this. You sound like you speak from experience. Were you delivering those lines from experience, buddy?
Oh, well, I've certainly played quite a few D&D games in my time, and anyone who's played a tabletop RPG has their own frustrations. So even though I've not DM'd before, I've seen enough DMs crash out to know how to incorporate that into the performance.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine. So let's break this down a little bit. Let's spend a couple minutes breaking it down. Who would like to start first? Let's see. I'm gonna move this back.
I guess I can probably start as the
Yeah.
person who wrote this script. So I see a lot of you in chat saying this feels like a real D&D session or TTRPG session. Yeah, I wrote this from experience.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these lines I have said verbatim during session because this has happened. Guarantee you. If you're a DM, a GM, whatever system you run, you have felt this. So this probably gives you so many bad memories. But yeah, so as the person who wrote this, one thing that I was particularly looking for the performance of this script, there's one particular spot, two spots in particular, where the player is speaking as their character. So the big thing that I was looking for was having a different and noticeable shift in their voice and tone in their acting when they do those two in character lines. So that was the big one. And the other one, I'm looking for, enthusiasm, energy. You're in the middle of a game, and a lot of people are always pumped when they're in the middle of playing D&D. So I wanted to hear that. I needed to feel that. And for the most part, everybody did a really, really good job in providing that energy. And like some people provided, more subdued levels of energy. Others were more bombastic. But yeah. And the main thing was being kind of consistent and ramping up that energy kind of slowly as the DM eventually just kind of gets fed up with everything. And there were a couple of performances too where so do we level up? So it really sold it and I loved it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the energy of this one was actually pretty good. Not bad. Yeah.
Jubilee?
So I really liked your energy. I really liked your intimidation specifically because I could hear the shift in you trying to get that intimidation down. I wish there was a little more yelling, but that's just me. That's how because the one line said and then I yell out. But that's my personal opinion. But I really enjoyed the energy and the level of enthusiasm you gave, especially at the can I try to intimidate them? I love that.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
so
it was
good.
like a
was so much
barely
fun.
constrained energy.
Yeah.
It's like
No, it was
I'm
like-
gonna explode.
Yeah, it was like I am really getting into this game. I'm so excited to play this game. Can I do this thing? And I loved that. And I also love the end where, you're just like, so we level up, right? Because that's a very common D&D experience. And the way that you said that line, I was like, yep, that feels right on par with everything. So I really enjoyed your take. I really did love your performance for this. It was so much fun to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tara?
Yes. Now let's be clear on D&D games all the time. Like, if you've not played it that much, or even if you have, not everybody has to, put on a character voice for things like that. Like, sometimes people are more interested in just, the fights and the combat and things like that, and they don't want to do the RP stuff. But for a project like this, when you are trying to exude your character and the choices that you make, and it's important to make bigger choices and try to differentiate yourself and make interesting scenarios and such. So Aurelio, I do like what you did there. I could tell there was a little like a coyness in your voice when you were asking can I try to intimidate him, which I did like.
Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice touch.
A good energy.
Might I throw?
But enjoyable to listen to.
I'll throw this in there. Ari approached me asking for help, and the first thing they said was, "Hey, forgive me if I'm sorry if I'm nervous. I'm sorry if it sounds bad. I've never done this before. And like instantly that level of just humility was something I was like, friend, you're gonna do great. Like, that's how you do it. That's how you just throw yourself in there. And I've like the very first VTuber voiceover showdown I did, I had about 60 people who applied. And I actually held auditions here on my server for that, and about 50 people, or about 40 or 50 people showed up. And or maybe it was like 30 people showed up. But my point being is like half of those people who said they wanted to do it just didn't follow through with it. And I always say that those who didn't follow through, they've already failed. They say they want to do it, but given the opportunity, sometimes they just choose not to do it. At that point, it's like you just have to throw yourself out there and see what you can do. And having the guts to say, I'm sorry if this is bad, I've never done this before, already it's like, you chose to do this. You're already flying high above everyone else.
Never apologize for taking a stab at it. And to be perfectly honest, for someone who has never done this before, not experienced in this at all, that was a really good stab at it. I will be honest. I do not give praise very lightly. And there's definitely always room for improvement. And when you're starting out, it's fine to be nervous. Assume you're gonna be bad, but everybody starts somewhere. Like I will not speak for the two major voice actors next to me here, but they'll probably tell you they probably weren't that great when they were starting out either. So,
oh God, no, no, I was awful. We're not going to talk about those times. Where I'm at now.
Never be afraid about being bad, because whether it's art, writing, voice acting, you got to start somewhere. It's going to be rough. It's going to be tough, but you need to keep going. You need to work through the bad in order to get better and become good. So never feel bad about that. Ever. I will stab you if you feel bad.
Exactly. Were you gonna say something, Jubilee?
Oh, no, I was just going to say that was a really good first performance, especially if you're not a seasoned by any mean, or you're not used to throwing your voice into things like this. That was really, really good, and I had a really enjoyable time listening to it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. This competition is meant, it's not that it's meant for beginners, it's just that beginners are encouraged. So, I have people from all skill levels coming in here doing this. So, let's move on to the next individual who unfortunately didn't make the cut, but still gave a great performance. Where did they go? Ah, I see. That's who it was. They are right here. And I want you guys to know, Iris here was a guest on the VOD. Fantastic person. Fantastic guy. Nothing but positive energy. Dude loves talking about D&D. Like, D&D is one of his favorite things. So, I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit. It's just one of his favorite things, and I'm just excited. I was happy with how I went about doing this. So, without further ado, on to our next one. So, because we heard all the beginning, we're going to skip to the part where they come in. Sound good? Sound good. I heard it. I do.
The man stares right back, his gaze intense.
Oh yeah? That's so. That depends on what you're looking for and how much you're willing to pay.
The man stares.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I have loop playback on, so when I select a clip and play, it just plays the clip.
And how much you're willing to pay.
Can I intimidate him?
Sorry?
I want to use intimidate on him.
Sure, you can try.
Not again. You always do this.
What? I'm trying to get information out of the guy.
We didn't even start talking to him yet, and you're intimidating him already? What are we going to do if you scare him off?
Hey, if it works, we won't have to waste a lot of time buttering him up.
Anyway, roll for intimidation. 19. Okay. You muscle your way into another seat opposite the man, making yourself look as big as possible. What do you do to intimidate him?
Now listen here, buddy. We're not playing games here. You're gonna give us the information we want. If you don't, we'll have to resort to some aggressive negotiations.
Your intimidation works, and the man shrinks back. But suddenly, two thuggish-looking guys come over to your table and glare down at you. They glance over to the man and ask, "These guys bothering ya?"
Can I intimidate them?
Oh, come on! Again? Okay, roll for it. You shoot them a glare, and the goons back off. They know who the top dog is around here, and it's definitely you.
Now then, where were we? Right. You had some information for us, didn't you?
Just as you are about to get down to business, a giant carnivorous plant drops down from the ceiling, snapping at you and trying to gobble you up. Roll initiative.
Wait, can I roll to intimidate it?
No way! There's no way that's going to work 3 times in a row!
You also need to share a language in order to do that, which I don't think you
Actually, I have speak with plants, so I do.
What?
Yes, nat 20!
Oh my god.
Okay. What do you do to intimidate the plant?
I pull out my daggers and make a "you're dead" motion across my throat, and then yell at it in its language. Don't even think about it, or else I'll cut you down like a weed.
The plant seems to get the message and recedes back to where it came from. If it could whimper, that's what it'd be doing right now. I can't believe that worked. I had a whole encounter prepared and you skipped it! I was prepping it all week!
Our group seems to be really good at that, huh?
Since we skipped that encounter, do we level up?
No!
It's at the very end. It's always just, and I made that was purposeful at the very end there of just your no immediately just there was no wiggle room. There's no like, is there, do we level up? Beat
No.
beat
Right.
no. Not to mention,
Yeah.
I said it in chat of just the plant screech is what gets me every single time.
So good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love doing my little creature sounds when I can.
Yeah, that was a nice little addition.
Well, when you sent me the taste, because a good rule of advice for any VAs in chat is if you're gonna record stuff for somebody, if they ask if they would like it in like an AAA BBBCCC format of just you're recording about 3 different takes, just different takes of a line. That way you give them variety. And Tara did that for all of his lines, and then for that one, the first 2 lines that he gave, they were normal lines. There was no switch, no nothing. And the third one, that was as soon as I hear the and followed by just all that noise, I'm like, that's the one. That's the one.
Yes. You just know. You just know.
Fun.
It's one of those things, and I've had these moments with Jubilee when we've done casting. It's just we hear 1 second of it, and we're like, "That's it. We don't need to hear anymore."
Yep, it's true.
That's people just need to have fun with it. So, talking about this a little bit, and I make this clear that mic quality does not determine whether or not you're a good VA. You could have the world
Not at all.
like talking with our judges here. We all shared a similar experience of when we were first starting. It seemed like Jubilee had it the worst, apparently, using a webcam as a microphone.
Oh, I didn't use a webcam. No, not a webcam. No, I literally recorded on a camera, and then put the little disc into my computer and got it off that way.
Oh.
Like a handheld camera. And
Like
you
a
put-
handheld camera. Yes.
Okay, I think that definitely wins. I guess.
Yeah.
It was certainly an experience.
For me.
Like when you said camera, I
No.
assume webcam. That's
No.
pretty bad.
Ooh.
No, it was worse. It was a handheld camera that I
That
happened
is
to have
so
in my
much
room.
worse.
And I was like,
So
well,
much
if I want
worse.
to do this voiceover thing, I better find a recording software, and this is all I
Mhm.
have. So,
Mhm.
Ugh.
I remember when I was in high school when I started doing this. I had I think it was like a $50, maybe like a $40 headset you plug for a console from like my PS4 at the time, and plug that sucker into my phone at the time. I think it was my iPod. Plugged that in, and no, it was like an iPhone 4. That's what it was. I plugged it in there. Went to my mom's closet after she had left to go get groceries because it was a walk-in closet, and I recorded it, and it was like the worst acting you've ever heard. Um, and it was the very first thing I ever did was for a GTA 5 machinima.
Mm.
Oh my
Ooh.
word. I don't like to think about those days because goodness.
Yeah.
Will a Nintendo DS recording suffice? No.
Look,
No.
if somebody
Absolutely not.
if somebody records it on a DS and sends that to me, I will gladly use that. So long as your acting is good, I don't care if you
Yeah.
throw it. It's. Anywho, my whole point being with this is, so some of the ones we hear, and even for some of the ones who went through, not the mic quality is not always, it's not like a Neumann level, and that's okay. And I want to make that clear because maybe I didn't want some people like, man, why are these sounds so bad? I'm like, no, they don't sound bad. Don't be so rude. Don't be so
Yeah,
harsh. And nobody
no.
does that.
Everybody
Mhm.
just has different mic qualities, and that's
Mhm.
okay. And maybe their environment isn't treated properly. That also happens and can
Oh,
affect
yeah.
your mic.
Mm-hmm. So, but with Iris, I'll say a little bit first. I'll say one thing. Um, I really loved all of the energy. It was great.
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
It's a great starting point. The one thing I will say is I wish you would slow down on just a couple lines, because not like that energy can also be a double-edged sword, because you have that energy, it's great, and sometimes a little too much of it, and so you kind of need to dial it back and just slow down a little bit at points, at least in my opinion. Anyone else?
I can agree with that. There were definitely parts where I felt that slowing it down would have definitely added a little bit more, especially for specifically the intimidation part of it. Going too fast through an intimidation doesn't help factor into the actual intimidating
Mm-hmm.
part.
Mhm.
So if you run past it at full speed, it can kind of be a little bit harsh. With that said, though, I loved the voice and the energy you brought to it, and the fact that you created a character for the role. I
Mm-hmm.
felt it. I could feel the difference between your normal voice and the character.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with that. Yeah, the way you played this one here, it almost gave off the sense that the player was oblivious to the frustrations of the DM and the other players around him.
Yeah.
It was very
I
golden
love that.
retriever energy.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah, which
It was adorable.
it is kind of funny in its own way. But yeah, if you're trying to go for intimidation, I do agree with Jubilee. Sometimes slowing it down and like dialing in, focusing on that one person or people you're trying to intimidate can make all the difference overall. But yeah, still that's what I got from that, and it's still fun overall.
Hell yeah, hell
Mhm.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, to chime in with my input too. Yeah, I definitely agree. The energy was there. I loved it. It's in my notes. That was like the highlight. But like in regards to the script, there that intimidation line, that is the focal point, the keystone of the entire script performance. Like you have to nail that. And um I have heard Iris perform one of my practice scripts before previously, so I kind of know, yeah, the speeding through things a little bit is a habit. But even in this script too, it's a little, you need to slow it down for that intimidation line because that is so important. It is the highlight of the performance and you gotta nail it. But uh the rest of it was really good and it was so difficult to choose. It was just, I want to see a tiny bit more, to be, like locked in. But the performance was good. I like the character that you had. I could definitely tell, but just the energy, I loved it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Piggyback, like looking at what Sanguine here says, anyone for anyone to speak through, it's common. Just relax and pace yourself. Um, when I about 2 years ago, I was taking some I was taking some acting classes and I was taking a diction class, and in those, I that was where I really learned how to just slow down and experiment with words, with beats, with phrases, and so when we see in the next one, I actually recorded me and my buddy. We recorded a master version of that, which we'll listen to as reference to kind of see what the intention was when I wrote that script, because I wrote the second one. Fo wrote the first and the last script. I wrote the second one, and you can kind of see that slowing down. You kind of see what that taking your time, experimenting with the words, could sound like. But overall, Iris, very good job. I really look forward to seeing what you can do in my events in the future. And mind you, guys, for anyone out there who's in chat, I do these events every month or every other month, and not all of them are audition based. Some of them are I just make stuff and I just want to react to it on stream. If you see, like recently, Monarch, CU, and Cottontail are doing a stream in the future that they just want to hear impressions, and so that's the kind of stuff that I do. Is I just kind of make a bunch of audio stuff and I submit it and I say, hey, here's like cursed radio ads. That's one I love doing. I make I write scripts for radio advertisements. That's my bread and butter. I make them unhinged, and I write all the scripts. I mix all the audio for it, and I listen to all of that on stream and just react to it. But the idea is you just get experience. You don't need to apply. You just get to do it. All you have to do is just record. I do all the mixing and I do all the editing. You simply just have to record it. So be on the lookout for that if you guys are interested. I do all of that in my server. So if you're interested, I don't shameless plug. I run all of my events through my server. So but with that, is that pandering? Is that a shameless plug?
I mean, it's your event. You do these things all the And yeah, since Val brought me on as a writer, I do write stuff periodically and post it for specifically voiceover practice. I have a couple of them, and I have a couple more things in my backlog that I'm working on finishing. But yeah, like if you want practice, I got plenty of material for you to try. So, go for it, give it a stab, and I, happily listen to it, give you feedback. So, if you ever want to practice some more, stuff's there. Go for it. Do it.
Yeah. So, and I have two at the end of the stream. I'm going to announce my next two big voiceover events. So stay tuned. We're going to move to our final one of the D&D one, because we unfortunately didn't get one of our submissions of the 8 people. So unfortunately, they have been DQ'd, but they're still a wonderful, wonderful voice actress. She is just dealing with some sudden things, and this is all stuff she's mentioned on her social media. So I don't want to be like, I'm divulging private stuff. Like I'm not going into detail. There's just life events come up. So, but still a fantastic VA, and they'll be working with me in the future, so you can expect to hear that. But for our last one is Shoyu VT, and let me tell you something. Shoyu has applied and has wanted to do applied and tried to do stuff for my events in the past, and they made it this time, and I'm really interested to see on what they can do in the future. I hope they are still interested in my events in the future, because they have a good foundation of what I heard, and I want to hear more of that in the future, if that makes sense. So without further ado, let us go here.
You're willing to...
Stares right back, his gaze intense.
Oh yeah? That's so. That depends on what you're looking for, and how much you're willing to pay.
Can I intimidate him?
Sorry?
I want to use Intimidate on him.
Sure, you can try.
Not again. You always do this.
What? I'm just trying to get information out of the guy.
We didn't even start talking to him yet, and you're intimidating him already? What are we going to do if you scare him off?
If it works, we don't have to waste a lot of time buttering him up.
Anyway, roll for intimidation. 19. Okay. You muscle your way into another seat opposite the man, making yourself look as big as possible. What do you do to intimidate him?
We're not playing games here. You're gonna give us the information we want. If you don't, we'll have to resort to some aggressive negotiations.
Your intimidation works, and the man shrinks back. But suddenly, two thuggish-looking guys come over to your table and glare down at you. They glance over to the man and ask, "These guys bothering ya?"
Can I intimidate them?
Oh, come on!
Again? Okay, roll for it. You shoot them a glare, and the goons back off. They know who the top dog is around here, and it's definitely you.
Now then, where were we? Right. You had some information for us, didn't you?
Just as you are about to get down to business, a giant carnivorous plant drops down from the ceiling, snapping at you and trying to gobble you up. Roll initiative.
Wait, can I roll to intimidate it?
No way! There's no way that's going to work 3 times in a row!
You also need to share a language in order to do that, which I don't think you do.
Actually, I have speak with plants.
What?
So I do. Yes! Not 20!
Oh my god.
Okay. What do you do to intimidate the plant?
I pull out my daggers and make a "you're dead" motion across my throat, and then yell at it in its language. Don't even think about it, or else I'll cut you down like a weed.
The plant seems to get the message and recedes back to where it came from. If it could whimper, that's what it'd be doing right now. I can't believe that worked. I had a whole encounter prepared and you skipped it! I was prepping it all week!
Our group seems to be really good at that, huh?
Since we skipped that encounter, do we level up?
No!
And again, I want you all to know that not making it through does not mean you were not good. Like that is not
Not
mean
at all,
at
nope.
all. Like I really loved a lot of what happened here, of what was given. Where was it? Because I have my. If you guys could see the paper I have with all of the names and all of my notes and all of my markings on it, it looks like a children's coloring book, like an IHOP placemat for a child. But for show you here, they said they marked themselves as an enthusiast, and that this is just something they wanted to do more. And so I'm like, I really love a lot of the decisions they make, and I could tell. Show you. Are you recording in a room with tile? That's just me personally as an audio guy, not as a voice actor. I'm just curious.
Val's very good at detecting these things.
Well, I
Val
did.
can hear it.
Like obscenely
I called
good.
it.
Yep.
It's like I did that one time for someone. They're like, "Hey, I need your help. Can you help me with this thing?" I'm like, "Okay, cool. What's up?" And they sent me their line. I'm like, "Are you recording in what sounds like to be a room with like a 3-walled room that has tile, and you're like in a corner but not the middle, and with like a high ceiling?" And they're like, "The hell? How did you know that?"
Very specific.
Yeah,
very
you
specific.
can definitely hear.
Oh god.
They're in the
Nailed
corner.
it.
They're in the corner.
Oh my! This is how you know Val is good at his job. He's a sound engineer. He can tell all the little itty bitty details. He'll know. He'll know.
I'm
It's so scary.
What is his name? Rainbolt, the guy who does GeoGuessr. That's how I am with audio. All right, let's dissect this a little bit. But let's go to the judges first. Okay, all the people in chat just saying Val did it to me, Val did it to me, did it to me as well. Like, all right, well, hold on, wait.
Walls. He's in the goddamn walls.
All right,
He did it to me too, by the way.
He didn't do it to me, thankfully.
Well, you showed me your
okay.
setup. Like, the thing is, if you're in a booth, I can tell you're in a booth or in a room that's treated. And so I don't need to say much on that. It's like, oh yeah, you're in a booth. You're in a closet that has been converted into a booth, or you're just like. Also, yeah.
But yeah, I gotta say this was still a fun one to listen to as well. Show you. Apart from the last one where they made it to where like they were oblivious to the frustrations, it sounded like you played this one up to where like you knew they were getting frustrated and you were trying to egg them on even further.
The smugness.
Yeah, I was like, can I intimidate him?
Yeah,
yeah. Go
I
ahead.
love that about it. It was the one thing that struck me was just it came off as really smug, like the player that's actively playing against the GM's like, I'm gonna be a dick. This is a gremlin player. Like,
it is absolutely
this got to me so much.
I'm not here to win. I just need them to lose.
Yeah, the actually
lose their
with the plant language. Oh god, I loved it. I hated it, but I loved it.
Right.
Yes, I loved just the absolute like I'm gonna do this kind of. I love the energy you put into every line, and just the determination to see it through was so good. I love the character that you built around it as well. That they are just as smug, kind of thing, and that they're like, no, they do this all the time. What did you expect? Kind of energy.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing overall was just about working on, since you said you're an enthusiast and you want to try and get into this, I'd say that the thing to work on here would be, just making sure you make better distinctions between, since you're playing two characters, like the player and the player character, finding better ways to make them both distinct apart from each other. You don't have to put on a big bombastic voice for it, but just finding the little things where you can make them a little bit more unique apart from each other will really help set it apart.
I did actually like the intimidation line delivery. That actually felt like, oh shit, they're really going in with trying to threaten you kind of vibe. That was good. I like that.
Yeah. What I might do is, since we had one participant drop out, I think what I might do is I might play one person who did make it through. Because that way, instead of listening to just three, because we're actually blazing ahead pretty well, like a lot quicker than I thought we would.
Okay.
So I think we might listen to that one person that made it through.
Did we put our decision in the chat in here?
What was it?
Ooh.
Like in the event chat?
Yeah, in the event chat, like vote which one we want to listen to that did make it through.
Yeah. If you want to, because I had one in my mind. I had one in my mind that I wanted to hear.
I have one in my mind, and I'm curious. Oh, interesting choice.
Oh. All y'all in chat just like, what are they doing? What are they planning? What are they doing? But Shoyo, please, I would love.
Oh, okay, we got a winner.
Oh, okay.
But Shoyo, I would love for you to stay in my server because I have stuff that I would love to have you read for, especially for future events. Because fun fact, guys, for those who are selected, like, and this goes for any of my past events, those who are selected but didn't make it past like a round, I have all y'all on a. I don't want to say a list. I have all of you guys on a, I guess I have you guys on a list of people who I will ask specifically for some of my projects going forward. You don't have to audition how to do anything. I'll just reach out and say, would you be interested in doing this? So you just know that. If you please never say we're all on a list. Please never say that. With what's going on recently. Thank you.
Well, that does make it sound bad, so you know.
That's that.
But to be fair.
Go ahead.
To be fair, I kind of do that too. Not a list, but I kind of note it down. Like, oh, this person sounds good. I might have something I can drag them into later. So yeah, just because you didn't make it through anything, don't think that you're not good. Trust me, we pay attention. We might
Yeah.
actually have something for you later.
Yeah, there's a common phrase in voiceover that say it's not rejection, it's selection. And some people take that the wrong way, but it's almost like when you're going to pick your favorite ice cream flavor or something. It's like you may be the best chocolate flavor that anyone has ever had if you were an ice cream, but the thing is, if you go to somebody that's looking for ice cream and they wanted strawberry instead, it doesn't mean that you're a bad chocolate flavor. They just wanted strawberry at the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It can really be just that simple.
Not to mention.
Yeah, I've heard it so many times too. Yeah, like you might not be the choice that they're looking for that specific thing, but then they'll offer you something else that they think you're good for.
Exactly, and that's what some of the people who, work with me in the past have done. Who would want Straub over Choco though? I love strawberry ice cream.
Strawberry! You are allowed to be wrong!
Strawberry ice cream is my favorite.
Covered chocolate!
Yeah, strawberry's my favorite
So
too.
show
I
you,
eat
Charlatan,
strawberry anything.
rascal.
So show you just from that question. Sorry, I gotta take you off the spreadsheet now. I took that personally.
Nobody's allowed to slander strawberry in my presence.
But this is the last thing I'll say, and then we'll listen to the individual we selected. You will die on that hill.
Then.
You have
Notes.
you're
Dad
back.
later.
You're back on the spreadsheet. You got my respect. You stood up to me. You got balls. I respect it.
Writer's note. Dab
You
that person
You
later.
touched the balls. I did not. That sounded really bad. I'm so sorry.
Where is it? Hold on. That's how I felt right there in the just hearing that, Jubilee. What I was gonna say is this. I want you guys to know that going on, it's not what? How did you say it, Tara? It's not rejection. It's selection.
It's not rejection. It's selection.
Yeah. So it's not. Jubilee and I have done a few auditions and have listened to quite a few things together, and I'm sure Jubilee and Tara have also listened to a bunch of stuff together and can agree with the sentiment of there are people who they do have bad auditions, but that happens from time to time. But a majority of the time, people don't have bad auditions. They just have auditions that could be suited on different projects. Because I hear things like that. I hear different takes, and I hear different things like that. I'm like, your audition was not bad. Your audition was very good. But hearing it just would not be suited for the project we have. But I take their audition and I put that in a pile that says I want to see them in something else. Because fun fact, guys, I learned recently there was a guy in the 50s who had a recording studio who offered to record anything for like $50 back in the 50s. It was like $4 in the 50s, but averages out to $50 today. And the thing is, a young kid came in and is like, I want to record some ballad songs from my mom. He's like, okay, goes in and records it. He's like, man, that kid sounded really good. It was really good. I don't have anything for him. And just says, but I'll put his name in my filing cabinet, and if it comes back, if something pops up, I'll see about it. And so a year passes by, a band comes in to record, and their lead singer had to dip. He was not available, and so the guy's like, okay, I guess what do I do now? And the manager's like, oh, what about that kid you got last year? It's like, okay, yeah, let's call that kid up. Kid comes into the recording studio, starts singing. They sound terrible together. They sound terrible. Their chemistry is not good. It just wasn't good. And so they're like, all right, let's break for lunch. They leave, and as everyone leaves, as the guy is in the back, he starts hearing music again. He's like, what the heck? And so he walks back in the other room. The band and the kid are back there playing, and it's like the greatest music in the 50s that he's ever heard. He's like, what the heck is this? And so the thing is that some time passes. That kid would go on to be Elvis Presley. So the moral of the story is, just because in that moment something isn't selected immediately does not mean that it was bad. It simply means that you probably left an impression, and they will want to hear more in the future when the moment is right. but just not in the moment currently. And that happened to Elvis Presley.
Yeah, this is why I try to write different types of things, multiple genres, because it's not a one-size-fits-all type of thing. You know, some people are better at doing comedic stuff. Some people are better at doing drama. Some people are really good at sounding, you know, really, really energetic and heroic. Others are more, you know, subdued and sultry. So that's why I try to mix things up a bit whenever I write, because what might be good for somebody else is not necessarily good for you. It's just finding that niche that you can fit into.
So with that in mind, let's listen to an individual that did make it through. That again, and this is it's not necessarily that they were the best or they were very good. They were very good. They were great. But it's like in this moment, you know, we want to select them. So you kind of see how picking my words. That's because I have respect for just everyone who is a part of this. Nothing but respect. So it takes a lot of guts. You got guts, kid, and I like guts. All right, let's see. We're gonna listen to Keith. Sorry, just who do we have? We have Ariel, we have Iris Folger, we have Liari, Monozuki, Sanguine Stories, Show You, Keith. But Keith did great, and just, you know, sorry.
Keith in chat, suddenly very scared.
Oh, so what you're saying is I should consolidate my eggs a little and reduce the amount of baskets I have? Well, you can still have your baskets, just if you throw too much in your basket, you're not going to be able to pick it up and it's going to break. So, consolidate, but just what is the word? Diversify. So, are we ready for the one, the only Keith?
Yes, please.
Yes, Keith. All right. And without further ado...
Just...
Oh, it's further back.
The man stares right back, his gaze intense. Oh yeah? That's so. That depends on what you're looking for, and how much you're willing to pay.
Can I intimidate him?
Sorry?
I want to use Intimidate on him.
Sure, you can try.
Not again. You always do this.
What? I'm trying to get information out of the guy.
We didn't even start talking to him yet, and you're intimidating him already? What are we going to do if you scare him off?
Hey, if it works, we don't have to waste a lot of time buttering him up.
Anyway, roll for intimidation. 19. Okay. You muscle your way into another seat opposite the man, making yourself look as big as possible. What do you do to intimidate him?
Now listen here, buddy. We're not playing games here. You're gonna give us the information we want. If you don't, we'll have to resort to some aggressive negotiations.
Your intimidation works, and the man shrinks back. But suddenly, two thuggish-looking guys come over to your table and glare down at you. They glance over to the man and ask, "These guys bothering you?"
Can I intimidate them?
Oh, come on!
Again? Okay, roll for it. You shoot them a glare, and the goons back off. They know who the top dog is around here, and it's definitely you.
Now then, where were we? Right. You had some information for us, didn't you?
Just as you are about to get down to business, a giant carnivorous plant drops down from the ceiling, snapping at you and trying to gobble you up. Roll initiative.
Can I roll to intimidate it?
No way! There's no way that's going to work 3 times in a row!
You also need to share a language in order to do that, which I don't think you do.
Actually, I speak with plants.
What?
So I do.
What? A nat 20?
Oh my god.
Okay. What do you do to intimidate the plant?
I pull out my daggers and make a "you're dead" motion across my throat, and then yell at it in its language.
Don't even think about it. or else I'll cut you down like a weed.
The plant seems to get the message and recedes back to where it came from. If it could whimper, that's what it'd be doing right now. I can't believe that worked. I had a whole encounter prepared and you skipped it! I was prepping it all week!
Our group seems to be really good at that, huh?
Since we skipped the encounter, do we level up?
No!
I'm sorry. Just that ending. I don't know why. It's the what like that little ending makes me giggle every time. It's the
Since we skipped the encounter, do we level up?
like there's just such an I genuinely don't know
Yes.
if I genuinely don't know if we're just
Like, this one makes me laugh
It's
so
like,
much.
hey, listen, I won.
well
Do I level
done.
up now?
Yeah. Listen, I did the thing, right? We just didn't have to do the other thing, but we did the thing.
It's so delightfully casual and blasé. It fits the just kind of the chaotic gremlin-y vibe that I kind of imagine when watching or listening to something like it's like watching an animation of a D&D party. This is kind of the level of chaos and gremlin behavior you expect. This is why I love it, and it makes me laugh and giggle so much.
Yeah. And that's what I think that's one thing about these auditions too, because everyone so far has had good energy and things like that, bringing their characters to life. But you also got to think about matching tone to everything else, which is what we were kind of mentioning before.
Yeah.
And Keith's audition was one of the ones that felt like it really fit in with everybody else in this piece here. It just felt like it just meshed really well. Yeah.
I think
sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I think the one particular part that got me and sent me in stitches was the so I do.
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
Like you could feel him pushing you could feel him pushing the glasses up on his nose. Actually,
let's see.
Yes,
You also need to share a
feel
language
the
in order to
absolute smug energy in that one line.
Yeah.
Like, actually, you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that back real quick.
in order to do that, which I don't think you did.
Actually, I speak with plants.
What?
So I do.
And the thing is, Keith was one of the few individuals that actually kind of gave a little bit of a pause between, actually, I speak with plants, beat, so I do. And it's one of the few, that's why, if you notice, they are one of the few that I readjusted the entire, like the what's, and I did that in between that rather than after.
Yes.
So, which I thought was a very fun choice. Thinking about what Tara said of, like, adding that's a big deciding factor of some of these individuals going through is that they added more. Like
I knew he pushed the glasses up.
Okay, guys, you have to understand when you do a movement in your acting, we can hear it.
We can hear it.
absolutely
Yes.
hear it. And so it's so critical when you're acting to also be moving your hands, moving your arms. What am I doing in this scene?
Making
we can
faces.
Yes, because that way you get more realistic thing. Like the fact that you actually pushed up your glasses for that delivery. Yeah, we can hear that.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
that's how you do it, is just you gotta feel it. When I said at the beginning of this entire production, this stream, is when you voice acting is not just standing there speaking into a microphone, it's you're acting as though you're on stage. You're acting as though you're in front of a camera. There just happens to be neither. And you can see plenty of behind the scenes footage of people doing this. And when I was re-recording my demo reel recently, all the biggest thing I was doing is so much body movement, because you just gotta feel it. And that's it lends itself to a much more grounded and genuine performance. That's the word. It really puts the acting in voice acting. It's honestly so real, bestie.
It really does.
Yeah. So with that in mind, we have seen the individuals who have done this. Jack Black behind the scenes of the first Kung Fu Panda movie. Ugh. Kung Fu Panda 1. They can never make me hate you. It's a movie I could go and rewatch, like, and never get tired of. Sorry. But that concludes the first round. And this took the most time to do, because allow me to show you guys a little bit of behind the scenes. This was, you see this right here? That wasn't the first run at this. Are you ready, kids?
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh no.
Aye, Captain.
Aye.
Give it up for day 15.
Day 15. That's the thing. I was slaving away.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I see all that being highlighted.
I don't like that. Oh, no.
So, when I say that my thing looks like a bag of Skittles,
Yes.
I'm not joking. And this is so, and I had to do, like, the way how this normally works, and this is my workflow, my professional workflow, which if anybody wants to use Pro Tools, I can gladly export it and people can try it out. But what happens is, what I typically do is you record and you record everything all at once, and then at certain points if you need to fix it, you can just simply re-record over it. But the whole point of this is that all of these tracks go to a folder. That folder goes to a submix folder here for me to do more finer mixing, and then all of these three go into separate things. So when I bounce it, professionally speaking, that's how they want it. You might have heard the word stems. Stems are the different parts of an audio mix that are separated for the video person, for the director and for the video editor. The X is your dialogue, your sound effects, and your music. I kind of had to condense it a little bit because 30 different just on dialogue and sound effects, that's kind of a lot to manage. So but it's okay, because guess what, it's like, it's still really cool just to see all that. And so if we look at like this scene right here and then the final one, which I kind of have to do a little more mixing while we're live recording, but you'll have our wonderful judges kind of hosting the stream while I do that.
Oh, we are? Okay, that's news.
Ah.
Oh no.
Well.
Oh no. Are you sure you want
I
us
was like,
doing that?
wait.
Yeah, so I mentioned that before. I'm like, yeah. I'm going to move to a different, or I'm going to mute myself here, but I'm going to be in a different VC, and we're gonna spend like unless we want to
okay.
Is that okay? Because
unless we're professionals, we got this.
Not the evil.
Unless you want to record it with, and you guys are giving input, that means we're gonna have basically 3 directors directing a person for their take.
Wait, no.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's why it was like.
I was like, no, it's okay. We'll entertain your chat. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, can't guarantee their safety. Some of them might end up dead, but
Yes.
never mind.
Well,
I didn't say anything.
fine.
I didn't say anything. They're gonna be fine. Perfectly fine.
It's gonna be great. We're totally not gonna say weird things to them.
Should I be worried?
Question.
Answer.
Yes?
So we showed off Keith's there a second ago. Were you going to mention like the other ones that were going to be moving on as well, or is that for
yes,
a
I will mention those ones.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. For the individuals that made it through, my room is just so warm right now. The AC is not on, and I turned my fan off because I didn't want it to come through on my mic. So I'm drinking so much water right now. For the individuals who made it through, we have Sanguine, Mono, Leah, and Keith. So we're going to now hear the second script. So this second script I wrote, originally it was called like roommate, it was like a roommate or whatever. But it's since been changed to the name Trust. And the thing about it is, the context of this is, we've had moments in our life where people have long-lasting friendships, or they have someone they know, and that trust is betrayed. And it's one of the most like awful things to experience. And when I wrote this, I drew upon my experience in live theater and the plays that I have performed and directed, like Death of a Salesman, 12 Angry Men, stuff like I can't think of like more like serious ones, like damn, that's embarrassing. But my point being is just these serious like Broadway stage kind of productions where it's very real. It feels very real. It feels very raw in the aspect of we're not over the top. We're trying to be vulnerable. We're trying to channel that inner emotion, and this is what the essence of acting is. And this is a much shorter script. This is 1 minute and 49 seconds. Very short. But the thing is, there's a lot to take in with that. And so we're going to hear myself and my buddy Cole, who recorded this, because that we can kind of hear at first. This isn't for the sake of my own vanity, I assure you. This is so you can kind of hear what the intention was and what the feeling was behind the direction, all of that. Also, that way you guys aren't thinking, oh, well, he's giving a lot of all this stuff and voice acting. What about him? What about Val? Let's hear his. I mean, I don't think people are saying that, but you guys know what I mean.
Oh my goodness.
Don't die, please.
I'm not.
Good. So without
I choked on air.
Oh, I feel that. So, starting out, and you guys can be critical and you guys can judge me as harshly as you want to. I will not take offense. I am not absolved of criticism. So, but I did also record this in December after I was coming off of being deathly ill with COVID for a month. So bear that in mind if some parts don't sound as crisp as I'd like them to be. I was hoping to record this, but yeah. Regardless, here we go.
It's okay.
Let's see, right there. It's a very simple, like, sound design wise.
You just don't get it, do you? This isn't just about the money.
I said I was sorry.
Sorry? You think that fixes it? You went behind my back. You lied to me.
I didn't know what else to do. I panicked. I thought I could fix it before you found out.
You thought you could fix it by going behind my back and lying to me? What kind of logic is that?
I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was trying to help us.
Help us? By breaking every ounce of trust I had in you? What happens now, huh? Every time you say something, every time you promise something, I'm supposed to what? Believe you?
You really leaving? After everything we've been through?
You made that choice the moment you lied to me. I can't stay here. Not like this.
Please don't do this. Just give me one more chance.
I gave you every chance. But you chose yourself over us. And I'm beginning to think I made the wrong choice every single time.
You don't have to go. You don't.
I wish that were true.
And that's it.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Ooh, that hurt me so much.
Very heavy. So.
Like, yeah.
So.
Okay.
We go from haha funny gremlin antics to ooh boy.
I'd rather. That was the conscious decision of I'd rather us all start on a happy note and then we crash than we start crash and then we try to bring ourselves back up.
Sure. So how?
But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. So how are we doing this?
So where was that? We'll start with Sanguine, and how I'm doing it is I was keeping it to where I was aligning our like aligning our participants' things because when I loaded this up today, Pro Tools decided to just crap the bed and shift everything, and so that's what I was fixing and scrambling to fix right before stream, like 30 minutes before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said Pro Tools crap the bed. It just bricked itself, and all of a sudden everything got shifted, and now I'm like, my timing. That's why I was stressing so hard because all the timing is now off. It did that, and it did it for that, and it did that for our final one here. This is why Pro Tools just shit the bed. So, guys, and this says this to chat. Pro Tools is called, and I say with air quotes, the industry standard. I'll let that sit. It's for professional film mixing and television, it's the industry standard. But thankfully for voiceover, like just recording, I've heard that people use Adobe Audition, which is much nicer to record and stuff like that. But let me tell you, Pro Tools it's unfortunately the industry standard of audio editing, for film and television. The only reason it's because of the ecosystem it made Avid and all that. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. That's all. Yeah, that's all stuff.
I was gonna say that could be a whole rant.
That's a whole rant. That's a whole rant.
Don't let him. It's gonna go on for like an hour if he does.
No, it's not.
Now, for those of you who are just starting out voiceover stuff and want to learn about, learning the basics of like cutting audio and things like that and have something you can record with, there are plenty of free programs that are out there that you can download and try yourself, like some of the most popular ones being Audacity or my personal favorite, Reaper. I love using Reaper and putting in like various plugins that I found from different places over there to help edit my stuff, and I enjoy it pretty well. And there's all sorts of tutorials that you can find online in different places for these things to help you get better at it. So yeah, feel free to look out there and see what you can find.
Something else to know is if you ever want to learn Pro Tools does have a free version. It's called Pro Tools Intro. If you just use it, if you just want to use it to record voiceover and that's it, it's great. It's wonderful. If you do what I do and you pay for the second highest tier, which is Pro Tools Studio, and it gives you 512 tracks or channels and a bunch of other stuff for giant mixes, that's when all of a sudden you best be sure you have a good PC to run that. But if you're just recording voiceover and you want to try Pro Tools and see what the industry standard is, Pro Tools Intro is free, and it's pretty darn good for just what it does. If you just want to throw something on the track and just record it and cut it, very nice. So,
and now since our ad break is over, we should get back to this.
Amen.
Yes, time for depression shower.
So hopefully I sequence this right, because as it stands, 3 of them for A have been, and that shouldn't take me like, we're just gonna cut a line. So
oh god,
don't worry, well, everything will be okay. So with that, here we go. This is Sanguine Stories, or Lynn. And there was I'll play this back. There was more dialogue, but for the sake of time, I did cut a little bit of it to match what we had originally done here. So, but acting is still good nonetheless.
You don't get it, do you? This isn't about the money.
I said I was sorry.
Sorry? You think that fixes it? You went behind my back. You lied to me.
I didn't know what else to do. I panicked. I thought I could fix it before you found out.
You thought you could fix it by going behind my back and lying to me? What kind of logic is that?
I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was trying to help us.
Help us? By breaking every ounce of trust I had in you? What happens now? Every time you say something, every time you promise something, I'm supposed to do what? Believe you?
You really leaving? After everything we've been through?
You made the choice the moment you lied. I can't stay here. Not like this.
Please don't do this. Just give me one more chance.
I gave you every chance, but you chose yourself over us. I'm beginning to think I made the wrong choice every single time.
don't have to go. You don't.
I wish I could believe you.
This was a common theme I noticed with this script when people recorded it. And this is just when it comes to dramatic things, like much more serious things in general. People unfortunately rush. They go really fast. And I tried my best in the script I have, just give notes and be like, really take your time, enunciate it. You know, we want to hear that, because like that's one of my only issues, or rather critiques with this, is like, take the time, step by step. So that's all I will say for this. I will leave it to you guys to determine, or to say.
Okay, who wants to go first on this?
So it has very "I'm disappointed in you" vibes to me. Yeah, like it's subdued. Not a bad thing. It's just like it's a very sad and emotionally intense scene, which the "I'm disappointed in you" vibe isn't bad. It's just I'm expecting a little more tension.
Yeah. A little bit more hostility, even.
Yeah, betrayal. Yeah.
Yeah, I do see why you would take maybe like a stoic route. Like I got the sense like it was playing like I always knew this was gonna happen, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah, the stone face.
But still, yeah, considering how this is about, like, you're reacting to someone who spent all your money and maybe put you in a very bad spot, and to have something like that happen, like, my initial thought would be to have a little more, you know, maybe not necessarily energy, but just like having that little, like you said, Jubilee, that hostility, the frustration come out. But the stoicness, I can also see like how that would hurt as well, like coming from somebody who was like, I know your behavior, and I knew this was going to happen from the start.
Yeah, it felt more like I knew this was going to happen than more of a kind of parting ways, like this was a huge hurt kind of thing. Like, it didn't feel as much like a betrayal. It felt like a kind of slow ticking time bomb that just finally came, and the eruption wasn't quite what we were expecting. It was,
I can definitely see the intent.
Yeah, see the intent, but it was definitely much softer than what I think the script was completely calling for. But I still really liked the subdued energy.
Yeah,
I felt the sadness.
Yeah, good subdued energy, good mic technique. Yeah, nice job.
Yeah, very good.
So, is discussing that a little further, because since we have 4 people, and what's interesting, I was looking at it, 3 of them are the A script and 1 is the B script for the individuals you guys selected.
Interesting.
Wait, there were 2 different ones?
There were 2 different scripts.
I did not see that.
Yeah, there were 2 different scripts. So
You
one was
blindsided me, you bastard.
So one person was reading because I gave half. So half of the participants got script A and half of the participants got script B. And so for one of them, they will instead read Cole's part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, Iris knows what's up. Now, because like I said, we have a little more time. We're a little more ahead of. We're on track. How does one achieve this kind of, in your experience, you guys' experience? How do you achieve these authentic performances, like of this? This is a very dramatic thing. This feeling of betrayal, because when I tried to direct it with some of the people who asked for it, it was like I'm having to ask them, like, have you ever felt this way? You know, how to explain that feeling to me. Don't walk me through the specific process. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. what was that like to how would you physically represent that? If that was an object, what would that object be, and how would that feel against your skin? You know, but
weight.
Exactly. Talk to me about that.
Okay, so I've been through betrayal more times than I'd like to count. And so it's just this heavy set weight in your chest, and it just feels like you're kind of crumbling to the earth. There's actually a good representation of this. If you watch, what is it? Oh my god, it's new on Disney. Disney Plus. It has the baseball cartoon. They do a really good interpretation of what depression is like. And it's kind of like that. It's just weighing you down. It's just, it's getting to the point that you feel suffocated, that it's getting harder to breathe, that this is too much. And trying to put that into your core, like kind of gripping at your, like what I do for a lot of those scenes, is I draw from my experience, but I also kind of curl my arms up into me and put my hands on my, like one of them will be clutching my chest kind of thing, and just being like, it brings that sense of just like, this is too much. The weight of the world is on my shoulders and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, when acting these moments like that, like there's various factors you have to consider. Like if you're about to go through like a scene that could be very emotionally taxing, you have to have a lot of trust in your director if you have one that's with you to, you know, work through those points like that. But even if you're directing yourself on a line, you have to be able to understand what you're about to do. And oftentimes, like, there'll be points like you're not gonna have the exact experience as being acted, that is being portrayed in the script. So you got to reflect back on moments or situations that make you feel, you know, those emotions that would be related to that, and just find the ways to channel that. And kind of like you said, Jubilee, put yourself maybe physically in a way that made you feel smaller, or makes you feel that tightness in your chest, depending on what it is. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you do to get to that point.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's even harder to like show you with like, it would be good to like watch a performance of somebody on stage or on camera, like how they carry themselves in those kinds of scenes, to really get a sense of it, because you'll notice how they're carrying themselves is completely different to how they normally are.
You know, I want to piggyback off that last part that you know, Tara made, and then we'll move on to the next one. Is having a director that you can trust with that is perhaps the most important thing. Because when I was re-recording my demo reel, I had a very emotional, a very sad line, like just 3 lines. Or just a line I was recording, and it was like 2 or 3 sentences I was recording, and had he not been there, I don't think I could have like done so well, but also just felt so safe being that vulnerable, because I was able to just draw on the sadness and the sorrow I felt in my heart, but I was able to channel it in a safe way where I could feel the emotion, but I didn't let the emotion consume me, and I shut down, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and I was very grateful for that, because when you speak as though you're talking to somebody who's gone, and you think to yourself and basically put the person who's so important in your life that's no longer with you, you know, it feels like you're talking with them in the room, but you know they're not.
Yeah.
And that's what hurts the most, and that's what hurt me the most. But I was able to be vulnerable in that comfortable manner, and then once we were done with that line, because that was the last one we recorded for the day, he walked in, and because we're best friends, we're good friends, he walked in, you know, gave me a hug, you know, like hand, like hug, like over the shoulder hugging, you know, that hand on the back, like, you know, just like rubbing the back kind of thing, just like, it's okay, man, are you okay? Is everything, you know, not is everything okay? It's okay, you know,
Yeah.
you can feel this way, let it out, just take as long as you need to. And that's how that's how I was able to accomplish that, is because I trusted my director, and my director trusted me. So, and sometimes you don't have a director, and you have to be careful. You have to be careful. So, thank you guys for your wonderful input. It's dramatic acting is hard. It's very hard.
Very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's a lot
like,
tougher than being energetic, honestly, at the end of the day.
Is when we were talking over like how we wanted to do these scripts, Val and I discussed, okay, which one do we want to put in the first round? What do we want to put in the second? And we were talking about different genres, different themes. We went, okay, comedy would be really easy to do and to start things off. It's very light, it's very funny, very energetic, because then you go into the depression spiral of the second script. Like, yeah, let's start with the funny stuff and then move into the
serious stuff.
the drama, because drama is a lot harder for a lot of people. It's easy to be funny and chaotic, but when you move into stuff that's serious, you have to dig a little deeper for that.
Yeah.
Drama tends to be tragedy. Comedy is tragedy plus time. And so they're very interconnected things. So take acting classes, guys. I don't teach acting I don't teach acting classes, not currently. But see how much it is if you can afford it for a semester at your local college, or just if there's any like free workshops in your town. They're worth it, hopefully. There are some like that are, you don't want like a Michael Scott teacher. So anywho, let us move on. Here is Leah, Liari, and Leah was one of the individuals that asked me for help because they had, in their words, misinterpreted the meaning of the script and how they should, not meaning, but like where the direction they should go. And after speaking with me about it, she got a better idea. And so I haven't heard this one yet, but I haven't heard much of it, like analyze. I've cut it and chopped it up, but I haven't sat through and listened to it all the way through to like fully analyze, if that makes sense. So I listened to it through to make sure it's timed right, but you know, it's one of those things you gotta sit there with a did your alternate accent, which is parenting instead of roommate. Yeah, there you go. So without further ado, my eyes just as eye flipper.
You just don't get it, do you? This isn't just about the money.
I said I was sorry.
Sorry? You think that fixes it? You went behind my back. You lied to me.
I didn't know what else to do. I panicked. I thought I could fix it before you found out.
You thought you could fix it by going behind my back and lying to me. What kind of logic is that?
I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was trying to help us.
Help us? By breaking every ounce of trust I had in you? What happens now? Huh? Every time you say something, every time you promise something, I'm supposed to do what? Believe you?
You really leaving? After everything we've been through?
You made that choice the moment you lied. I can't stay here. Not like this.
Please don't do this. Just give me one more chance.
I gave you every chance, but you chose yourself over us. I'm beginning to think that I made the wrong choice every single time.
You don't have to go. You don't.
I wish that I could believe you.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah, very different feel.
A very
I I got the parental vibes, definitely.
The parental
yeah.
vibes.
So, who wants to start first?
I can start.
Okay.
Stage is yours.
I liked a lot of the energy. The ups and downs were very good. Just not having it be the same energy all the way through was very nice. I do think it was at times a little rushed because of it, though. Just trying to rush through the lines a little bit. But I liked the energy, the intent was there. It felt very parental, like somebody that was older talking to somebody else, like a child, or their child, maybe their teenage or adult son in this case, or whatever. And just kind of being disappointed that maybe they took something that they shouldn't have, and it was just kind of the final straw, and they were like, I'm done. There's just
Mhm.
nothing else left, and the disappointment at the end of it, like, not anger, but just disappointment, tired
Yeah.
disappointment
Yeah.
was very
Like the
present.
you can definitely hear the exhaustion.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, and to make the point on some of the lines there, like sometimes when you have certain lines in scripts, like if you doing the little run on through some of the lines actually makes it more realistic, I would say. Like
Mhm.
instead of like stopping at every period, you actually go like said, "What did you think that was supposed to do? What are we supposed to do now?" You know, things like that. Like, makes it feel
Mhm.
more realistic in my mind. And I do like that Leah here was able to like put more energy into certain words to emphasize the pressure is like, no, you made that decision and now it affects us and like, you know, things like
Yeah.
that. And I
Mhm.
thought that's a technique you got to look out for, like when you're reading a script. Like you may not have every word like highlighted or marked down to show like you need to put more emphasis on this. So finding those points to be able to do that is a good technique to have.
Mhm.
So yeah, good job.
Very good job.
Yeah. Fo, did you have something you want to say?
I mean, there's not really much I can add that the others haven't already said. I liked that it felt tired, like I can't do this anymore. Like we're done. Just
Yeah.
I felt the weight of that. It felt weighty to
Mhm.
me.
The
Uh,
Ari.
and
Mhm.
yeah, like there was I can't remember what specific point it was. There was that little bit of emphasis on uh a particular word. I can't find it now, but I remembered it. Like oh I feel that hurts.
Mhm.
And I think what I would have liked to see was a bit more of that impact, like focusing on certain
Mm-hmm.
words or dragging out
Yeah.
the sentences a little more or pauses here and there. Like this is one of those scripts where you don't want your performance to be perfect. If it's too
Right.
perfect, it doesn't feel like a conversation. This did feel like a conversation that somebody would have, but
So
I would have liked to see more of that weight, that impact.
So it's interesting
And
that you say
yeah.
that. It's interesting that you say
No.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I was gonna ask you guys a question. Another question.
Uh-huh.
This was one of the biggest things I coach people on with this script, and I just tell people in general, especially when it comes to drama, is as an actor, you have to kind of separate yourself where you're not the actor, you're not the character. The character
Yeah.
doesn't know what's going to happen. The character, it's a very common, it's a very common, it's a very well known bit of feedback of something to, just for just acting in general. Your character does not know what's going to happen on the next page. They don't know what's going to happen on the next line. They don't know what their next word is going to be, for the most part. And the thing is that in a case like this, that is the biggest piece of advice I give people who read the script is you need to try and approach this from a perspective of you don't know what you're going to say. You don't know what your friend is going to say or your so-called friend is going to say, because everything is volatile and everything is random right now. And you're just kind of expressing how you feel. And the next words out of their mouth will either comfort or they're just going to enrage you even more. How do you.
Right.
How,
And
mhm.
and sorry, to piggyback off that,
Yeah.
taking that in from a different perspective, like if you're a parent, you kind of know a little bit more of what your child will say. You almost instinctively know because you've raised them their whole lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know that there's supposed to be that comfort, that they're not supposed to just keep letting you down. And
Mhm.
so if you're at this point of the tired energy, the disappointment, you know what's coming next.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Mhm. How do you how do you maybe this for you, Tara? How do you keep that clear mind, that clear vision of you know what you want to do, but you like how you want to give the line, but you also need to make sure that you're giving that line its own moment in time, and you're not giving that line a bit of context for what's about to happen. If that does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I see what you're getting at. Yeah, I think it's just going step by step at a time. Like some people will like to try and take a scene and record it all at once, but in order to make sure, like each especially for a voiceover section, like taking each thing a bit at a time and just kind of absorb it as it is. And if I know that something bigger is about to hit down the line, um, trying to make sure that everything above it is kind of try to make it separated, but at the same time, like if I know something, like maybe give the sense that the character maybe has like a creeping dread in the back of their neck, like they know something bad is about to come out of all of this. Which that's an important point for characters, is that one way you help bring them to life, besides the energy and the tone that you put in there, maybe thinking of context for that character and like how they would react to this. So that's what we're getting from these different takes. Like one person could be more of like a friend or a brother reacting to this, and then the one we have here is more of a parental context to it. Like finding the different things that you can add yourself into your character performance helps breathe more life and breathe more believability into how you want it to play out further down the line.
Yeah. It takes a lot of just feeling the moment.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work to be able to keep those things in mind while you're doing a scene like this. So this is kind of a difficult one to get for a second round, but props to everyone who is giving it a shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I apologize if this is much harder. It's I did that with the intention of I want to make sure, like I'm trusting my participants. It's just like I'm giving them something difficult. I'm giving them something challenging, and then with the last script, it's a little bit on par with this. Maybe not so heavy of betrayal, but just you need to feel the moment that you're in. And I think this is an approach, because this is also supposed to be a little bit of a getting the person ready, whoever is selected, getting them ready for the last script. So
yeah,
with that,
like it's a second round. It's supposed to be a little more challenging. I mean, otherwise,
yeah.
it's not a contest.
Yes. So let us listen to. Why don't we listen to the B script?
Okay.
Because let's see. Where are you? There you are. This is our wonderful friend Keith. From the D&D script. So let us hear what they say, and I'm going to hydrate. Everybody hydrate. So without further ado.
You just don't get it, do you? This isn't just about the money.
I said I was sorry.
Sorry? You think that fixes it? You went behind my back. You lied to me.
I didn't know what else to do. I panicked. I thought I could fix it before you found out.
You thought you could fix it by going behind my back and lying to me? What kind of logic is that?
I swear, I was just trying to help us.
Help us? By breaking every ounce of trust I had in you? What happens now, huh? Every time you say something, every time you promise something, I'm supposed to what? Believe you?
You're really leaving? After everything we've been through?
You made that choice the moment you lied to me. I can't stay here. Not like this.
Please don't do this. Just give me one more chance.
I gave you every chance. But you chose yourself over us. And I'm beginning to think I made the wrong choice every single time.
So that's it? You're just walking away?
I wish that were true.
There we go.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. So, let me start. I like the low-key panic and desperation that I can hear. And I was waiting for someone to do the voice quiver, the voice crack. And I heard that, I'm like, yes, this is what I want to hear. And I really, really felt it. That was good.
Yeah, I had marked down the same thing. Good panicked energy at the start. I do like the point, like right before you go into the voice quivers, Keith, that you had like that moment of indignation, like you're really leaving, you're really about to step out. Like I thought that was a really good touch in the middle of all that, just to give it like a different vibe from everything else. And then start realizing that the weight of everything that's about to come down, and I was like, oh no, this is bad. Like, oh please don't, things like that. And yeah, good choices there.
I concur.
I agree 100%. I really like the panicked energy, especially at the end. Just the what's happening kind of thing, like the oh no, this is actually happening. The realization dawning.
Yeah. It's it I think something this is an opinion I have when it comes to drama is I feel like a lot of people tend to approach drama as a stereotype in acting, if that makes sense. Where when they do it, they do like they'll do like really sad, really depressed, and like stick to a very like one or two emotions with it. When in reality, with drama, there's so many different types of emotions you can feel with it. I think this is a very good example of that diversity in how you perform it, because I wouldn't have thought to do that. For me, I interpreted this script as I am hurt, I'm betrayed, I'm crying, but I'm furious at you. Whereas there's ups and downs, and there's just a roller coaster of emotion. I really liked, where is it, this part? I'll play this part right here, because that's what stood out to me, was this part.
You're really leaving? After everything we've been through?
That you're really leaving. Like,
yes.
Immediately, you're really leaving into, after everything we've been through, that instant change of, I'm going on the attack, maybe I shouldn't, now I'm hurt again.
Yeah, the brief indignation, like, oh, that was good.
That was very good. That was a good choice.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that, like, a deliberate choice, not an accident, a choice.
Yeah, it's Keith. You did very well, and I hope you're satisfied with your take. There's maybe like one or two things I could think of. We could take it to the next level, but that's something I can reach out a little bit later about. Because we're going to be going to our last one, which is I've been really excited for, because this individual, their name is Monozuki1. They're one of my fantastic artists, but that's not why I'm not biased. I swear, I'm not biased. No. Wait.
oh, are you in need of some
wait. But the thing is that the reason why I'm so excited is because Mono is an individual who, when it comes to trying to do voice acting or just voiceover stuff, they have really wanted to do it for a while, but they just haven't had as much self-confidence with it. And I've been trying to tell them for the longest time, like, give it a shot. Really try it. You have nothing to lose. You can trust me. And when they gave me their first take of it, and this is like a week ago, they said, pardon me, they said, hey, I'm sorry. In their words, I think they said like this: I'm gonna be honest, I think I gotta sound trash, and I tried my best. Like that's how they sounded. And so we love Monozuki, and I heard that, I'm like, Mono, never say that again, because the moment I heard your first take of this, your first round of it, I'm like, this sounds so good, and you're a beginner. Have a little more confidence in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you, because this was so great to hear. And then Mono was like, well, I would like to, maybe get a little bit of help with this. I'm like, well, let's do it. And we worked together, and ultimately I tried my best to just give very blanket advice. That way I'm not like giving preferential treatment, because I made sure anybody who came to me for help, I gave them the best advice and the best like direction I could for them. So, again, that's why I'm not a judge here. That's why I'm not a judge. But my whole point being is that Mono tried so hard to give a good performance, like in their opinion. And I won't say whether or not it's good or bad. I will simply say I just respect the amount of effort and perseverance that comes with it. So, sorry. The glazing is real. Anywho. Sorry, I love speaking good about our participants. I love talking about all the good things that they do. So.
Deserve it. It takes a lot to do this.
It does. It takes balls, and I like ball. Wait, no.
Hey, oh.
No. Wait. Anyway.
Don't do it.
Thank you, Tara, for being the one for anyway.
For forgetting where that was from.
Yeah, just punish anyway.
Yeah.
You just don't get it, do you? This isn't just about the money.
I said I was sorry.
Sorry? You think that fixes it? You went behind my back. You lied to me.
I didn't know what else to do. I panicked. I thought I could fix it before you found out.
You thought you could fix it by going behind my back and lying to me? What kind of logic is that?
I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was trying to help us.
Help us? By breaking every ounce of trust I had in you. What happens now? Every time you say something, every time you promise something, I'm supposed to do what? Believe you?
You really leaving? After everything we've been through.
You made that choice the moment you lied. I can't stay here. Not like this.
Please don't do this. Just give me one more chance.
I gave you every chance. But you chose yourself over us. I'm beginning to think I made the wrong choice every single time.
You don't have to go. You don't.
I wish I could believe you.
Okay, but this one sounds like a breakup happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
The most boyfriend-girlfriend vibe out of them all. Yeah.
I love that energy. I love her just kind of twisting the knife almost back at him.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds like at a lot of points. I adore that.
And before we continue, I want to say when they submitted the second one, I was like, Mono, please send the they sent this to me an hour before stream started. And so because this was the second recording. This was the second recording, and I wasn't there for them when they recorded this version. So that wasn't me. I gave them the direction I think yesterday. I gave them the direction yesterday, and they recorded it on their own. So none of that was me right there. They just recorded that and just sent it. Anyway.
Hell
sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah. Yeah. Cold reading is a valuable tool to have when
It
you're
is.
becoming a voice actor. Like, you're not always going to have a director there to help you. So being able to interpret a script in the way that fits everything is a valuable thing to have. Like, whether you're you're on the job or you're auditioning.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, whoever wants to.
I just really enjoyed the energy. Honestly, I enjoyed the calm rage, just trying not to give into it, trying not to scream back, just fine.
Mhm.
This is it. We're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, good reactionary energy throughout that. And I could hear like the little quivers in the voice, like trying to keep yourself composed through all of that and not just lose it on this person. Yeah, that was a very good choice of it all. I did like that.
Mm-hmm.
This one kind of almost made me cry.
Oh.
I'll be real.
I mean,
Like, oof,
honestly, yeah, I can see that.
Like, oof.
It's watching like
Wow.
your best friends breaking up in real time.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. Oh my god, I can't look. But I love that it felt like throwing the words back in the other person's face. I think there's one that line that I noted, the "I gave you every chance." That one
see.
stuck out to me.
I think it was this part right here.
Give me one more chance.
I gave you every chance. But you chose yourself over us. I'm beginning to think I made the wrong choice every single time.
The little air, the breathiness right there. There's something else about
Yes.
that, like that specific part right
Yeah.
there. With me and my theater background, I interpreted that line as I'm basically giving that a continuous take of I gave you every single chance. And I know I said like, or I know earlier it was just like, don't, make it longer or just, take your time with it. This is another, Mono's example is another very good way you can approach it. If you're going to speak fast, give it a little bit of some breath in between. Give it a little bit of space. And that's how you achieve that. That's how you can achieve that length. Just giving a little space to breathe of this
Give
part
me
of just
one more chance.
Where is it?
I gave you every chance.
Space.
But you chose yourself over us.
Beat.
I'm beginning to think I
Then
made the
said.
wrong choice.
Beat.
Every si-
So
And I did like the point there in that little clip where she still had like the frustrated energy in the first half, and then when she dips down to like the more quieter part, it was like, I'm beginning to think I made the wrong choice every time. That's the point you can tell like she's officially done, given up on this. It was like, that's a good choice as well.
Yeah. Well,
Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
hell yeah. How do I EQ that?
The
Sorry, guys. I burp a lot.
Well,
I'm beginning to think I made the wrong every single time.
Okay, real quick though, if any of y'all had those moments you're recording something very dramatic and like you're just like, I don't want to lose you, not like, and you just kind of
Getting into your lungs. It's what happens.
like, I once did that during a recording like that, and I'm trying to find the reaction image, and I'll find that in a moment, but you guys will see what I'm saying. So see what I'm talking about, and I just thought that was, I just felt the need to ask that. So let us make our decision. Well, you guys, not me.
Yes.
Do you want to sit for a moment and do you want to sit for a moment for like 5 minutes and deliberate while I just kind of sit and talk to chat?
Yes.
Let's have a little powwow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right, then I'm gonna deafen myself, and now you guys are stuck here with me. How do you feel? And I'm also gonna tell you right now. We were kind of talking through a little bit of this, and I can actually bring up the music back. I just had a little bit of a strong there. We're actually going to be switching this up. of we're gonna be switching this up a little bit. For this last bit, we're not gonna do this on stream. We are going to actually conclude the stream once we make our decision, and I am going to meet with those two people. We're going to schedule a time to record for about 2 hours, and we're going to record the best thing we can, right? And then we shall review it on a part 2. That way we have, because I realized maybe with the live dubbing with something like this, maybe this is something that we need to do and just have the time to just dedicate to it. To be continued. Exactly. And I hope that doesn't upset anyone. I'm going to do a separate stream for those who submitted it. In general. So like those who submitted theirs, who so graciously did it when I asked them, who are stand-ins and backups. I will also be reviewing theirs, and I'm going to be compensating them with a fun little gift too. So, yeah, they will also receive a little gift as a thank you. But that's how we're going to do it. Is once they reach the decision, we'll announce it, and then we're going to have a part 2. You also want to hear the other D&D takes? Yes. So, I could probably do that. We can probably do that for the next stream of we just listen to those. We just listen to the ones that did make it through. Pardon me. We just listen to the ones that made it through, and then we just settle into just reviewing the final script. So I hope that's okay, guys. Because I know we said, you know, live dub, but hearing the talent that we heard today, I'd rather not have this be rushed. I'd rather not have this be spur of the moment. I want to give you guys quality. I want it to be quality. So, and I thank you guys so much for just being here and supporting all of these wonderful people and all these wonderful voice actors. And I thank you for coming here and supporting the judges too, because as you heard with the qualifications and the history of, you thought oh, are you saying you thought it was better than the roommate one? Don't worry, Sanguine. I really want to I want to have you do some of my projects. If you're willing, I'd love to have you aboard for some of my projects, because I was looking at your D&D stuff on your YouTube channel and stuff like that, and I'm interested to see what you could do. That's only if you're willing. It's only if you're interested. And that goes for any of the participants here. So I have you guys in a spreadsheet that I will be calling upon you soon. Hopefully soon. I say hopefully because I'm gonna like chill for like a couple days and just finally relax and breathe. I've been running on like 5 to 6 hours of sleep for the past like week. So, but yeah, given the qualifications and the history of our two voice actor judges, I'm just incredibly grateful for their participation, that I was able to get them to come aboard and just lend their knowledge, their expertise. So yeah, it's to quote the meme, it's fantastic. So let's see. I will reach out on messages. You're much better with your alternative accent than your normal voice. I disagree. Leah, you did fantastic. So, but yeah, like I said, you did fantastic. And the last thing I want is for anyone here who, you had to study the IPA accent chart for another project. I freaking love the IPA accent chart. And I also learned IPA for a diction course I took. But what I was going to say is this. I hope that everyone who took part in this event feels proud of what they did, feels proud of what they submitted. They did so with a panel of judges and with a chat full of peers that also loved it. So I hope that everyone feels as though they just gave it their all and they did their best. Because at the end of the day, you should be proud. I hope you learned something. Like, that is it's meant to be a learning experience at the end of the day. So, oh dang, those charts are a thing? Wait, what charts? Did I miss something? I craved. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, the IPA charts. Yes, so IPA is International Phonetic Alphabet. Hold on. IPA chart. So it's a chart that shows you where in the mouth sounds occur. So, okay.
Who's gonna get upset about that?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Are you guys studying your International Phonetic Alphabet charts?
The what?
Sure.
What were you talking about while we were out?
It's the sacred texts. Where is it?
Oh.
Thank you for bringing me a shirt, honey.
You also want to know where the reptilian headquarters is?
No, not the reptilian headquarters. It's in Kansas. Why? Look, they're Kansas City fans. What can I say? Charts like the food chart.
Oh,
sorry. I need to make sure I
how
don't
unfortunate.
I see. Houston's are Cowboys. I see. Look, as someone from San Diego, I unfortunately have the curse of being a Chargers fan, but that's a discussion for a different time.
Hey,
That is
listen.
definitely a
I'm
discussion for another day.
yeah, I'm actually a Bengals guy, but don't
Go-
judge me.
Go Cincinnati.
He's talking football. Me being Canadian, I love hockey, so yeah.
Yeah. So
I can't relate.
We have Dallas Stars, so you know.
How?
No!
Hockey.
Well, Vegas go Vegas Golden Knights.
I will stab you in the freaking face.
Well, stab me after we announce our winners.
Yes, well, we'll talk about this
our
later.
finalists.
Hash
excuse
this
me.
out.
Our finalists.
Yes, our finalists for the evening.
Let's say what the first one is, and let us say one thing why you chose them. She'll cross-check you. Oh no. So going down the line, or whoever wants to say the first person, who did we decide would go through first?
Tara, you say it.
Okay. Our first finalist going through into the, final round is Keith, the Dinosaur Boy VA.
Yo, guys, we got Keith.
You got Keith.
We get.
So, why Keith? Or rather, picking Keith, what do you hope they will accomplish and use what they've, the reason why you picked in the for stream part 2?
So, I guess I'll start off here. Taking both rounds into account here, I like the things that Keith was doing on both ends of the spectrum here. Like, with the first round, he definitely felt like he had that vibe, like he was able to match the tone of the scene really well, was able to differentiate his two parts from the player character and the character, and just had good comedic energy throughout. Second round, Keith made some good choices in that where he had like the panic energy and then, had almost like the combative energy in the middle and then went back to the sadness and like the begging type of setup overall. Just good choices overall, good setup for it, and I really enjoyed what he was able to bring to both of those parts.
Agreed. I think Tara summed it up pretty beautifully.
I like to think I'm eloquent.
So, you want to say?
Oh, who her second finalist is?
Yeah.
So, our second finalist, moving on to the final round, is Mono. Oh, a round of applause for Mono.
Monozuki VT!
Yay!
So I really like the fact that they can give such dynamic performances. They went from, as you said, Val, girly pop in the first round, and just the energy they gave was so good. I really liked their reactions, the comedic timing of everything, the energy that they brought in that round. But the way that they were able to soften and contain this almost rage in the second round, I loved that. Just the sheer, I'm not going to lose my cool, but I'm really upset. And the voice quivers that you could hear in their performance, it was so good. So I think that they're doing a really good job with their vocal performances, and I really am excited to see where else they go. Yeah, that's a little cool.
Yeah, like they having just because it worked last. Oh, I just smacked my mic. It worked last time because the live dub we did for that was a much more like It was a mellow and like reflect. Basically, it was like an episode of like Free Rent or something like that. In the aspect of it was a very
Chat says you're.
Yeah.
Chat says you're muted. So.
Yeah, I saw that, and I definitely unmuted. But it was like that last one. The last time we did that with the live dubbing of it was a very reflective, very optimistic, very just happy script. I'm just what it was of. It was. I think that suits the live dub, but something more dramatic like this, I'd like to work with them personally.
Question here, Val. Did we actually play Mono's clip for the D&D one?
We
at the start
didn't.
here?
Oh no!
I was about to say.
Oh yeah,
I don't think people got to hear that one because we played Keats and then we said everyone else that went through. So
do we have time to listen to it?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what? Yeah, play it for everybody, and then they can actually see why we chose Mono.
Okay. Let me get that going real quick. Thankfully I did not close Pro Tools.
That would have been problematic.
Pro Tools deserves to be closed. It knows what it did.
Also, yeah, since we're doing like a part 2, I guess you can show off the other performances at the start of next time.
Oh, I'd love to do that. And like, if Jubilee, Foe, Tara, if you're willing, like, you know, in a couple weeks when you're free, if you're willing to do that, I'd love to have you back here and judge that.
Oh yeah, sure. I'd love to.
lovely.
Hey, I wrote these things, so of course I'd love to.
Hold on, you're on the tax bracket for the company, Foe. You can't get out of this one.
Yeah, no, like it's totally against my will. I am obligated to be here.
If it's a consolation, so am I.
All right. Shall we listen?
Let us listen,
Yeah, let's give a listen.
and then let us skedaddle so we can have a nice little break. But boy howdy, and that means that we can also listen to some of the other submissions that we got, like for the backups, because I gave the scripts to also some backups too. So alternates, excuse me. But that is for next time. And so if you don't mind, I'd love to play it from the beginning.
Oh, all right.
So. Val's just playing favorites. Who said that? Which one of y'all said that? Alright, let's see. Get that going.
The door to the tavern swings open, revealing the warm, dimly lit interior within. The place is lively and bustling with patrons, and the smell of food and alcohol fills the air along with the sound of drunken singing. But you're not here to have fun. You're here on a mission. You're here to meet a contact to get some information on the Mage King's legendary treasure.
Split up and stay sharp. We don't know what may be waiting for us here.
I step into the tavern and sweep my gaze around the room to try and find our information dealer.
All right. Roll me a perception check.
That's a 17.
It takes you a minute or so before you notice a shifty-looking man sitting at a table alone in the corner. He matches the description you were given earlier.
I slide into the seat across from him and stare him down.
Greetings, stranger. Word on the street is that you're the one to talk to when it comes to information.
The man stares right back, his gaze intense. Oh yeah? That's so. That depends on what you're looking for, and how much you're willing to pay.
Can I intimidate him?
Sorry?
I want to use Intimidate on him.
Sure, you can try.
Not again. You always do this.
Right. I'm trying to get information out of the guy.
We didn't even start talking to him yet, and you're intimidating him already? What are we going to do if you scare him off?
Hey, if it works, we don't have to waste a lot of time buttering him up.
Anyway, roll for intimidation. 19. Okay. You muscle your way into another seat opposite the man, making yourself look as big as possible. What do you do to intimidate him?
No, listen here, buddy. We're not playing games here. You're gonna give us the information we want. If you don't, we'll have to resort to some aggressive negotiations.
Your intimidation works, and the man shrinks back. But suddenly, two thuggish-looking guys come over to your table and glare down at you. They glance over to the man and ask, "These guys bothering ya?"
Can I intimidate them?
Oh, come on!
Again? Okay, roll for it. You shoot them a glare, and the goons back off. They know who the top dog is around here, and it's definitely you.
Now then, where were we? Right. You had some information for us, didn't you?
Just as you are about to get down to business, a giant carnivorous plant drops down from the ceiling, snapping at you and trying to gobble you up. Roll initiative.
Wait, can I roll to intimidate it?
No way! There's no way that's going to work 3 times in a row!
You also need to share a language in order to do that, which I don't think you do.
Actually, I have speak with plants, so I do.
What?
Yes, not 20!
Oh my god.
Okay. What do you do to intimidate the plant?
I pull out my daggers and make a "you're dead" motion across my throat, and then yell it in its language. Don't even think about it, or else I'll cut you down like a weed.
The plant seems to get the message and recedes back to where it came from. If it could whimper, that's what it'd be doing right now. I can't believe that worked. I had a whole encounter prepared and you skipped it! I was prepping it all week!
Seems to be really good at that, huh?
Since we skipped that encounter, do we level up?
No!
It's so girly pop.
I love the
So
like,
cute.
the seduction in it too. Like the
Yes.
oh
Like,
my god, I love that.
It went from girly pop to almost like femme fatale in like the
Yes.
in the character voice there, and I just love like the energy is like, wait, can I intimidate this one too, and this one and that one?
Yeah.
Right? I love it. It's like a newfound, wait, I can do this? Oh my god.
It's like an utter gremlin of a player, but they are so sweet and cute that you cannot hate them for it.
It's true. I will say the one thing I'm sad about in this script, and I have voiced this to everybody, like this chat. My one sadness is that nobody decided to make weird plant noises and then translate what they said.
Yeah.
And I'm a little sad that we didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that.
yeah. That one little thing, yeah. Sometimes Another tip, you can add a little bits of ad lib in certain scripts depending on like who you have in the director, just to add things into it, because it didn't say for me to add a monster sound into that script, but I did it anyway, and that was like
it's so much better.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, just the three lines you gave me. The first two were straight laced, and the third one just that. I'm like, that's the one. That's it.
Now, and one thing, I guess, one little note on my end is like when people were trying to pull out their daggers and say what they were going to say to the plant, where it says "I yelled out at the plant." Nobody yelled, unfortunately, which sometimes that's just the environment, and you got to learn how to work with your equipment that way and placement of yourself. But still, like Mono here still had like the energy, like don't even think about getting in here.
Right.
So I did like that part.
Yes.
But still, very fun.
I think we're all thinking like we're all thinking it. Just the little nat 20, yay!
Yay,
I love that. It makes me so adorable.
Well,
it hit that euphoria point.
Like,
go me.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It gives like cheerleader playing D&D energy, and I love that.
It's you guys really played D&D? That's so dumb. Why don't you play with it? Okay, and goes is like, wow, this is fun.
Demolishes everyone.
Demolishes
We haven't played before.
Like, I definitely don't know what I'm doing, but like this is fun.
Amen to that. Well, we have heard a bunch of wonderful people, and we're going to listen to the rest with the next stream at the very beginning, because we'll just go straight into it.
Yes.
But in the meantime, I'm going to get together with our, following this, I'm going to get together with our wonderful finalists, and we shall schedule a time, hopefully this week, or, at least sometime next week, to record these lines for the last script, and then we should have a stream date set for when we can finally review that. But I won't deprive you guys of the teaser for the next events. The next two, well, actually, there's 3 events that I've been planning. So thankfully,
oh no, more work for me.
2 of them are already being written, and 2 of them are already being written, and in the stages of development that are about midway through. And the last one was one I kind of got an idea of that I hadn't said anything to Foe yet. But it was like throughout all of this. The first one is an audio drama series. It's a horror audio drama series that'll be made of 4 episodes. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 are already written. So I am in the process of recording it, timing it out, and getting all the audio together, which I should hopefully have done in the next couple weeks, and then I'll hold auditions for. And anybody is welcome to audition for that. But that is going to be a full-fledged horror audio drama 4-episode series that will also have an animatic with it too. So there's that. There's that. The next one, which will be for auditions, is actually pretty sure all 3 of these will be for auditions. The second one, I'm making a visual novel. I have the software downloaded. I'm currently messing with the coding right now. I have placeholders, and we're currently, Chloe and I we'll be meeting soon to discuss the finer points in and outs of the stories and whatnot. But
you do not want me writing a visual novel.
It will be so much
fun fact. We have Jubilee, who agreed to do this. Our wonderful Tara here has also agreed to do this, which I'm so excited for just both of y'all. And we have another individual, which their name is Ace. They're a wonderful VTuber. They're a very cool voice actor.
Ace Tsukimaru.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to spell their name. I'd shout them out right now.
Ace Tsukimaru. Hold on, I can do it.
Hell yeah. And so, but that's gonna be very stringent for those auditions. Only 2 people will be selected for that. Only 2 people, because they will be voicing the main characters. They'll either be voicing the main characters or they'll be voicing just an option, because this is a dating sim. So,
wow.
Oh no, you really don't want me writing that then. Oh no.
So, yeah, it's a dating sim. Why am I not following Ace? What the heck? But the
How
last,
are you not following Ace?
I don't
Then
know.
Again, they did. They went off on you about Kingdom Hearts.
They both. I've held that over my head. Like I've thought about that anytime Kingdom Hearts gets brought up, I instantly go to just, why the F haven't you played it yet? And I'm like, huh. But yes, the very last one is going to be a D&D audio drama. So, and this is one I started and I planned last week. So, and that one I want to have a bunch of characters. So that will take a little more time. The horror audio drama will most likely be the one that comes next. And this isn't including the small little stuff that I want to do that nobody has to audition for, but these are the 3 big ones. So keep a lookout. You can join my server to get those updates and be a part of it. And I highly encourage you all to follow all of our judges here and all of our wonderful people who took part. You can find them on my Twitter. I linked all of them in a singular post, so you can follow all of them and find them and support them. They're all really wonderful people, especially our judges here taking time out of their days to do this. Especially you two, Jubilee and Tara. Like, goodness gracious. So let's end this because I think all of us are a little fatigued. So thank you guys so much for joining. And I think instead of rating, I think we'll just end it. Just kind of let it sit.
Sounds good.
You know. But do you guys have any last minute thoughts, or do you like to add before
Everybody did amazing. Even if you didn't make it to the final rounds, you were all awesome sauce, and thank you for doing this.
Yes, big hand to everybody who put themselves out there for that.
Yeah.
Also, those who participated, you will be getting a little reward and little compensation from me. Not financially, sorry. I'm a college student, but
We understand.
So Val merch is on the way, so you guys will get a little stuff for that. So without further ado, guys, thank you so. That's caveman jazz. I thought that said something else, and I got so scared. You're so. Oh, hold on. Oh, dang, that doesn't work. Okay, well, I'll fix that. So, it's I'll just post right here. I'm so sorry. You can find me at
social link. Go.
There we go. There it is, right there.
Oh, am
so,
I supposed to put my social?
I will link all of your guys' stuff. So without further ado, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Sleep well, drink plenty of water, and remember.
Or wine.
Or wine.
Drinky.
It's at 4:50 in the afternoon for me, at least.
Hey. Only it's almost 7 for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get started drinking.
I was about to say, is that a preview for the rest of the evening, Jubilee?
Yes, we're about to go play Repo, Tara and I, with some of our other friends, and I'm gonna get drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, well, with that in mind, you guys have a wonderful night. Take care, and I will see you guys hopefully next week. I'm going to try and stream again. So, I'm going to stop talking. Have a wonderful night. Please have a wonderful weekend, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.